Welcome to the Melt Uncut.
We are your host. I'm Sarah.
And I am Isabella.
And welcome to episode 8.
Yes.
Luck of the Irish. Although I don't know if we're going to actually call it that in the title, but
I don't know. Happy St. Patrick's Day, folks.
Patrick's Day. I hope your day is very green.
Yes. Yep. I hope you don't get pinched.
No, eat lots and lots of soda bread until you feel sick.
Is that what they eat?
Yeah, soda bread.
I really like St. Patrick's Day to me is eat chocolate coins and drink lots of beer.
I don't think I've actually ever drinking beer on St. Patrick's Day.
We had my ex and I went out last night for a little like St. Patrick's Day dinner at a pub. Lucky 7 or something like that.
What was this
Club
at?
Lucky 7, Kirkland by Totem Lake.
Sounds familiar.
It was cute. I mean, they had beers and a band, and we played pool. And part of my like good thing from this week was winning the first round. My second time playing pool.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I felt real good about myself.
Did he feel bad?
Yeah.
Good.
So bad that he wanted to play a second round.
Ooh, did he win the second round?
Yes.
Oh, he got a little too competitive. He said, "Oh, I can't let Iz beat me again."
Mm-hmm. I was really hoping to beat him the second round as well.
Yeah.
But. Well,
Very fun.
welcome. Hello. If you're new here, welcome. If you're old here, why are you still listening? Just kidding. Continue, please.
If you're new here and you're curious about the energy of this podcast, I've been over Iz's house for a few hours now. She picked me up, and we actually just finished cutting a bob haircut
For me.
for Isabella. So.
I have been wanting it since Thursday, and it's currently Sunday, so I would say it's well thought through.
Yeah, this isn't like an impromptu thing. You've put a few days of thought into this, which is usually more than you typically do.
Yeah, like a few days of thought is really good for me.
Yeah. I asked her when she's like, "Can you cut a bob on my hair?" And I was like, "What happened? Is everything okay?"
Oh, yeah. Oh, this would be a good kind of time to let the people know that whenever something goes wrong in my life, me being Isabella, I change my hair completely. Like, I have been brunette. I have been blonde. I have had pink hair. I've had blue tips. I've had a bob. I've had mid-length. I've had like short in the back, long in the front. I've had long hair with layers. I've been a redhead.
Yep.
I've had bangs.
Yeah.
I did brown hair curtain bangs, short bob. I keep going.
You had really long hair growing up too. You had like super blonde, like California beach babe, bleached blonde hair.
Yes. So
Super long.
yeah, I was blonde growing up, and I'm naturally like what people would call a dishwater blonde now,
Okay.
where it's like ashy and looks almost gray, but I promise I'm not graying. I don't think. I hope not.
I'm kind of excited for gray hair, not gonna lie.
Oh my God. Freaking my ex this morning. We were talking about how he's a silver fox. Yeah.
He is?
Yeah, he's got grace.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
he's a silver fox, I
Okay.
would say. And he called me a future silver fairy. And I love
I'm gonna
that.
say ferret.
No.
Fox and ferret. I don't know. I thought you were going
But a fairy, like a silver fairy, I am so excited to embrace that chapter in life when it comes.
Yeah.
Because that is so exciting.
When that chapter does come, though, you either need like statement earrings or you need multicolored frame glasses.
Why not both?
Why
A
not both?
short silver fairy bob
Yeah.
with statement earrings and like ridiculous red polka dot
Yes.
glasses.
Yeah. It's the eclectic that you need when you hit that phase.
I love that.
Yeah.
Or like there's those glasses now that you can like switch out the frames. Am I getting in the yellow zone? Or am I
I'll let
fine?
you know if you do.
Okay.
Thanks for hanging with us while we still continue to figure out our microphone situation. We have our super nice new mics now, but we're still playing with the audio levels so we don't break your eardrums.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, it's going pretty well.
Yeah, I think I'm enjoying this. I actually was doing dishes the other day and I put on our episode 7 to listen for the audio.
Yay!
And I was just smiling the whole time. I'm like, oh, this sounds so good.
Yay!
So that was nice.
I have a confession.
Yes.
And my confession is that Monday morning on my way to work, I listen to us
Do you?
every Monday.
Oh.
I get so excited for Melt Mondays to listen to myself talk.
To be honest, I've only listened to episode 7 because I wanted to hear the audio.
Sarah.
Well, I'm living the conversation now. Like, I don't need to go back.
Yeah, you do. You need to check and see how the audio is and like laugh at our conversations
I
and
do laugh at our conversations.
just be a little vain.
Like the one last week with Mermaid Man taking boudoir photos. I still like will chuckle at that. It's too good. Yeah, I think episode 7 may have gotten us on a list.
It's fine.
Not gonna lie, it's fine.
It's fine. Just don't give me guitar strings and we're good.
Yeah. You should go back and listen to episode 7. We're not gonna get on another list talking about it.
True.
But yeah.
All right.
think,
what are you drinking?
what am I drinking? I'm drinking limoncello that Isabella's dad made.
From Mexico. He
From
made it in Mexico. So shout out to Rodrigo who lives in Mexico.
It's actually really delicious limoncello, and we were both saying how we want to try and make some of our own. For this summer, we should. It's like a very summery.
It is.
Spring, summer.
Well, you
spring.
start making it in spring and then it's good in the summer.
Yeah.
You know?
But they do the thing in Italy where, like, after dinner, they'll give you a little shot of limoncello.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to do this. I want to bring the tradition back where you, like, eat dinner at the table with, like, a basket of bread on the table.
Love it.
And then after dinner, you have your little limoncello shot.
Love it.
We got to find a good red wine, too. I didn't tell you about where we were staying on the Hood Canal the last few days, but they had like a wine blend made just for them, and it was so good.
Sebastiani has a good red wine.
Really?
Actually, you should drink this with me. My dad made a red that's up there right
Really?
now.
Okay.
And because I don't really like red.
I love a good red.
So I need somebody to drink it with me.
Okay, we'll get really wine drunk one night
Perfect.
and record episode 9.
Wait,
Should we do an episode drunk sometime?
we should. We should do a wine drunk episode.
Oh my god.
Oh, I fear for what will come out of
Yeah.
my mouth.
Yeah.
No, but we do need to
Would
do
people
it.
like that, or would that be like too annoying?
No,
to
people would
listen
like
to?
that. I think by people, I think I would like
I
it
think I would like that
on
too.
the Monday when I'm driving to work.
You're just
listening to
yourself
it.
Drunk.
I love it.
I have a confession.
Yes.
This is our confession time here. We have a lot to cover about like updates from the week, but I went to Hawaii last week. It was amazing.
Whatever. She left me here.
I know, for
What
a
the
long time
fudge?
too. But before we went to the airport, we had a 8 p.m. flight. We met our friends at a bar, or like not a bar, it's like a patio on the ocean, and they had happy hour, a really cheap happy hour. And for all of you listeners out there, I, Sarah, get drunk off half a drink. I'm the biggest lightweight you will ever know. I had a margarita.
Love it.
That, I think, did it for me. But then there was a $6 Mai Tai on the menu.
You got to get the $6
So I had
Mai
to get
Tai.
the $6 Mai Tai because everyone else at the table got the $6 Mai Tai.
Yeah.
I have not been that drunk in a minute. The world was spinning. I couldn't get up. I had to change my clothes at the Alamo rental car facility. Drunk.
Why?
I didn't even like go into a stall. I was too drunk. I was just standing in the women's restroom, changing, getting ready for our flight.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So speaking of drunk in our past week, Seattle had a cocktail festival. It's called Carnival of Cocktails.
Okay, did you get drunk?
Of course. Well, okay. Hear me out. You buy a ticket, it's like $50 or whatever, and they give you 12 drink tickets. So you can go to 10 drink tickets. You can go to 10 different stands and get drinks.
Okay.
However, within these stands, if you like kind of, lather them up a little, talk about their drinks, they'll give you little mini shots. So it's not like a full shot or anything.
So this is like
But-
an art form.
Yeah, they'll give you like flavor samples
Okay.
of their drinks. So like you can get all of these free mini shots and then actually give them a ticket for an actual drink.
Oh.
So it's way more than 10 drinks.
Are these full-size drinks?
No.
Okay.
No, they're not full-size drinks, but they are definitely like, oh boy. I mean, you feel it. You feel it. And then they give you puppies and they're like, adopt these puppies.
Oh.
And it's just a bunch of drunk, like mid-20s, 30s people surrounded by adoptable puppies.
What a fantastic idea, though. Like, I would 100% adopt a puppy.
I almost did.
Oh, that would have been what type of dog?
I don't know, but it was a brother and
A brother, like a Franciscan?
it was a fellow padre.
Padre Pio.
Oh no. No, it had a brother. The other couple that we were with, not our friend couple.
My husband's ex-girlfriend and her fiance.
Yes, your husband's ex-girlfriend, who's actually phenomenal.
Okay.
Like you would really, really like
Okay.
her. I'm really excited.
See, I want to be friends with more people.
I am really excited that she's like moved up here because she
Okay.
was so fun.
Okay.
So fun.
Can she like handle us? Are we too much?
No.
Okay.
She's I said the C word and she didn't blink an eye.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then her fiance chimed in too, and I was like, "These are my people."
See, he's funny. Did I tell you about the story about him at the wedding?
With the glasses.
With the glasses.
Yeah.
And I literally didn't recognize him.
Yeah, because he wasn't wearing his glasses.
He wasn't wearing his
Yeah.
glasses.
Yeah.
And I was like, do I know you?
No, phenomenal. So excited to hang out with them more. But yeah, so that was the festival, the cocktail festival. And then they wanted to go get sushi, which actually was delicious.
Okay.
But it had a 2-hour wait or something like that.
Which sushi place?
Oh, I don't know. Don't ask me.
Where was the cocktail festival at? I was
The
wondering.
Seattle Center.
Okay.
So we walked to the sushi place, got our name on the thing, and then we went to this place last year too. And it's just another little place with drinks and food and stuff. And I was like, the second we walked out, because we were done, I was like, I need a chicken sandwich.
A what?
A chicken sandwich. I needed one immediately.
Where do you get one of those at?
There was one at that little drink place we were at.
Okay.
It took forever to be made, but I went, okay. So I went with our friends, their husband and wife. I was going to say friend and her husband, but like John, sorry.
That's fine. You can leave it.
Sorry, John.
We love you, John.
I love you, John.
There's so many Johns out there too. Good luck finding this John.
Yeah, we know like so many Johns. But yeah, so they were there, and then Sarah's husband's ex-girlfriend and her fiance was there, and then it was me and my ex. So
What a gaggle of people.
So I showed up and I didn't know what like our friends had told these people that I hadn't met, this couple that I hadn't really like talked to or met.
Okay.
So like the first thing I say when I'm there, I go, "Hi, I'm Isabella. This is my ex Connor. We're friends."
Just really.
I was
play the
like,
law. This is my ex.
I'm like, I don't know what you know or what you don't know, but now you know what you need to know, and we can move on, get drunk, and have a great time. And we did just that.
I love how forward you are.
I was really debating what I should say, and I was like, you know what? Who the F cares? He's a fantastic person. Like, whatever. We dated for 3.5 years, and he's the reason I'm up here and now single, but you know.
Now we're at a cocktail festival getting drunk with other exes and other fiancés and couples.
Yeah, what a weird time.
I know.
But yeah, so drinking, you said you were drinking limoncello.
Yeah, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a grapefruit bubbly.
What?
Bubbly.
Oh.
Like a Michael
Michael
Bublé,
Bublé.
but it's a bubbly
Numb.
and it's grapefruit.
Okay. Oh my God.
I wonder if the mic picked that up.
Not.
If it did, sorry for the burpee.
Sorry for the bubbly.
Okay,
the
other
water.
good things from the week. So I said cocktail festival. I had dinner with my cousin aunt, which was cool.
What?
So she's old enough to be my aunt, but she's actually my cousin. But she
Your cousin aunt.
grew up technically being my
Is she here?
aunt. No, Cassie.
You had oh, she was visiting.
She was here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was visiting. Which was actually so good. She's so fantastic.
Aw.
And I knew she was fantastic, but I just in my adult life haven't really had a chance to like talk with her one-on-one.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal. Love her. But yeah, I've done 17 Pilates classes.
Not this week. We had to clarify that earlier.
Yes. Yep.
In total.
In total.
At this studio.
Let's see. I got a parking ticket.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Aw.
And then I fought it and I won.
How much was it?
$69 or something like that.
Ah, the ones in San Diego used to be like what, 45?
75.
75.
Yeah.
I should know that. I got a lot in high school.
Yeah.
Oh, bummer. That's good you won though.
But I won. So Yeah.
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 Fine.
And then I spoke to the Senate, with the Senate, at the Senate. I don't know. I don't know what
Between the
preposition to
Senate.
use. On top of the
On top.
Senate. Under.
Inside the Senate.
I don't want to be inside any of those people, man.
Woo!
I'm just gonna sip my sip.
Bubbly, and then she's gonna burp in 5 seconds.
Okay. But yeah, did that. Cried while I was giving my testimony. That's it.
Is that what you sent me?
While I was testifying. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did great.
Okay. Moving on.
Great.
What's your week like?
My week. Well, I was in Hawaii for 10 days and we had pre-recorded episode 7, so that's why it came out on time, but I was probably sitting on a beach at the time that episode came out.
Yeah, whatever.
I know.
Meanwhile, I'm freaking dealing with the Senate. Sorry.
I'm swimming away. Yeah, we got invited out to Hawaii for a brand deal with a hostel company that was super duper fun. We stood on Maui for 4 nights and then the Big Island for 4 nights, and let me tell you, the Big Island has some energy going on there.
Does it? I've never been.
I didn't tell you about the ghost stories, did I?
No.
Okay. So we met these people at the hostel in Maui, but it was like a little bit too chaotic. Like there was a lot going on at the hostel, so we didn't have a good chance to get to know them until we went to like the Hilo hostel on the Big Island.
Uh-huh.
And it was a smaller hostel, and pretty much everyone who was staying there was going on the same excursion. So we got to know this group a lot better.
Fun.
We actually became really good friends with the people I was telling you before in that group.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 of them are like huge ghost hunters. So naturally, we got into like a 2-hour conversation about this. Because
Love it.
I'm also a fellow ghost hunter.
Love it.
And we were all saying, so there's this highway that connects Kona to Hilo. So they're on opposite sides of the island. And to get across this highway, so for reference, Mauna Kea is like kind of on the north side of the Big Island, and Mauna Loa, the other volcano, was on like the southern kind of side.
Okay.
Each volcano is 14,000 feet.
Dang.
So these are huge mountain volcanoes. But this highway takes you literally up 7,000 feet and then back down and descends into the other town. So
whoa.
it's kind of spooky. It's wild. Like you hit so many different climates as you're driving between the 2 like major cities.
Yeah.
But we were all saying that like we just felt really uncomfortable on this highway every time we took it. And it turns out it's like very haunted.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's haunted of like ancient Hawaiians. Like people, if you drive it at night, you'll see like fireballs dancing throughout the highway. And
what?
Like, yeah. And there was this one story of a family who was driving. It's called Old Saddle Road. They were driving on this road at night and literally their car was like getting attacked. Like the window was like getting like punched in or something. I don't know. It was this whole thing. And they literally had to turn around, go back to Hilo and like wait until the next morning to go. But we were driving that road at like 11 p.m. one of the nights. And I low-key had a bit of a panic in the car. Like I felt super nauseous. This was before we did any research and found that there was like a spiritual presence on this road. But I got super panicky, super nauseous, like while on this highway.
Ooh,
So
that's spooky.
it's super spooky.
It gives have you seen Supernatural?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's what it gives.
It gives, okay. But yeah.
Wow.
So it's just like a very energetically charged place.
Mm-hmm.
It was very cool though. There's another volcano called Kilauea, which I think is like the most beautiful name ever. Siri's listening to me. Please stop. I'm not talking to you. But yeah, that volcano is actively erupting. So you could probably go to YouTube right now and type in Kilauea eruption.
Oh, yeah. I saw your story with the smoke and stuff.
Yeah. So literally it had like lava fountains coming out of it the day before we got to Kona or like the Big Island. And it kind of paused while we were there. And then literally the day after we left, it started like spewing lava again.
That's so crazy.
It's such a cool island. 10 out of 10 recommend. I think like you need to check it out if you're ever going to Hawaii.
Yeah, Sarah's doing a giveaway currently, which is going to end before this episode airs. But I'm okay. This is not nepotism because I entered it fair and square, but I'm hoping to win it. I'm not going to lie. I really want to go. It's not. I entered those names. I followed the hostel.
Yep.
Fair and square.
Yep. So it was a really cool time. Definitely recommend. Let's see. So we got back from that trip We took a red eye. Got home Monday morning. Actually, you want to hear something that's actually kind of funny?
Yeah, tell me.
When we were flying home, or no, while we were in the Big Island, so much of it's just lava fields. Like when you land at the airport in Kona, you're landing on a lava field. There's just lava everywhere.
What?
Yeah.
Does it smell?
Like sulfur?
Yeah.
Not really. No. No, you can't really tell, but it's only bothersome when you like want a sandy beach. It's a little hard to find on the Big Island because it's so the Big Island is 500,000 years old versus Kauai. Mm-hmm. Kauai? Yeah, Kauai is 5 million years old. So like it's young.
It's just it's
baby island.
But
there are so many like beaches you have to enter by climbing over lava rocks, and literally the amount of like bloody knees I saw on this trip of people like getting cut on lava was insane.
That's wild.
But there are a lot of stories from that. I posted them on Instagram, so go look there if you want to hear more about it. It was really fun.
Fun.
But what was funny though is at the airport there was like a person in a neck brace, a person on crutches, another person in a wheelchair.
Oh my
I'm like, Jesus, this island's unforgiving.
You sure that just wasn't my family? We're injured all the time. Speaking of, my sister's in a hip to ankle knee brace now.
Yeah, you guys are always injured. But I was like, I mean, not good to laugh, but I was like, damn, like, I mean, I got sliced up a little bit on this island, but not compared to these people. Oh. There was like a girl our age with a cane, like obviously like just fellers. Like she did not have like a pre-existing thing. She like just had her leg wrapped because she fell, but
poor thing.
Yeah. If you go to the Big Island, bring some good shoes, please.
Yes. Some knee pads.
Some knee pads. Absolutely. God, that would have been great.
Bubble wrap.
Yeah. Bubble wrap. Literally. I fell in a rock little crevice thing and my foot was bruised for a hot sec.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just too sensitive, but if something like that happens, I just get really irritated.
Maybe you're just hungry.
And I like
have a Snickers.
Me. And I like just don't want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, you hit a point where you're like, whatever, I give up. But we got home Monday at 5 a.m. Michael, God bless his heart, went to work at 7 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
Meanwhile, I slept until 11, if you were wondering.
Yeah, that's a fat no for me, dog.
Yeah.
I hands down would have been like, I'm sick.
Yeah. So he went to work, I slept, and then, oh my God, we got to get you on something else other than bubbly water.
The burping is good for you.
I guess so. On Wednesday, we went to the Hood Canal for like they kept calling it a couples fam retreat. And Michael and I were
Sounds
like,
culty.
Fertility awareness method. We're like, can someone like explain to us like what FAM stands for? We literally didn't find out until the last hour of the retreat. It stands for familiarity, if anyone's wondering. But we stood at this beautiful resort, or stayed. My brother-in-law called me out for that. Apparently, I've been saying this wrong the whole time. It's not I stood at this resort. I stayed at this resort.
Yeah, I stayed.
I always thought it was stood. English is hard. English is really difficult.
So is life.
So is life. So yeah, stood there for a day and a half. Got the best massage of my life. Oh, by the way, the resort is called Alderbrook. If you live in Washington and you want just like a really beautiful resort type place to stay that's like in nature on the Hood Canal, and you can swim there in the summers too. Definitely check them out because their spa, incredible. The food, incredible. They comped like everything on that trip, and we went to their like really nice restaurant and they comped the whole thing.
Oh,
it was ridiculous.
That's nice.
We got a lot of food.
To
be fair though, since Michael and I don't eat meat or like fish, our bill was probably cheaper than like other people's there, but like we still got like appetizer, 3 drinks, 2 entrees, 2 desserts.
Dang.
So we were spoiled.
Nice.
But also it was our 6-month anniversary. So
happy 6 months.
Thank you. What else? I finished my taxes, or I sent in my taxes to my tax guy. And then he's going to tell me how much I owe to the IRS, and I'm going to cry.
Y'all. Y'all. I owe $7,000 in taxes. I know a lot of people don't talk about like how much they owe and stuff, but like
I think it's good
holy
to talk about.
crap. It's brutal.
I'm definitely going to owe more than you.
But you haven't paid taxes all year.
Yeah, I'm going to owe more than you.
I have been paying my taxes all year.
I'm going to pay more than you.
Yeah, but isn't that just like wild that
Yeah.
I have been paying my taxes and I still owe that much.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping Michael gets a good enough like refund where it like kind of helps to balance out a little bit of mine. But I've heard from influencers you should be saving like 30%
Yeah.
of every like not like invoice you send out basically.
Yeah.
But that's all from me really. Just traveling. I'm exhausted. I kind of just want to stay home, and I am home for like 2 more weeks, and then I go off to Arizona and Colorado.
Woo-woo.
So we'll have to record more episodes then.
Yes.
I'll let you know those dates.
Yeah. Aubriana will be in town. So if like you can't record an episode, I was thinking I could just do one with her.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be cute.
And that way like it gets an episode out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to today. We're talking all about luck and manifesting.
Ooh.
But we're going to start off with some St. Patrick's Day fun. First off, what is your favorite food on the table for the St. Patrick's Day feast?
Well, I don't have St. Patrick's Day feasts, so like
Did you ever grow up having them?
no.
Really?
Like a chocolate coin is what St. Patrick's Day food is for me.
Really? We
Yeah.
never had you over?
No.
I thought this was like a thing people do.
No.
Oh. Maybe you're just really Peruvian.
I had ballet and stuff.
Ballet. Wait. Merch.
What?
Be like, sorry, I had ballet, or I have ballet. Like a hat. Don't steal our idea, by the way. Not cool.
Was my life growing up.
Yeah.
Was sorry, I have ballet.
Sorry, I have ballet. I can't. I have ballet.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Well, I guess I'll answer this question then. I really loved the steamed carrots.
Don't you have steamed carrots with like normal meals?
No.
Oh.
No. This was like different. This was like my dad will cook this with the corned beef, so it kind of had that like briny taste.
Ooh.
Good.
That sounds yum.
I'm a slut for a good steamed carrot.
Yeah.
Or soda bread. I love soda bread.
I don't know what soda bread is.
Okay, we're gonna have to. What are you doing tomorrow? You have
Tomorrow? No, I have accreditation and then I have therapy.
Maybe your therapist. That sounded like a moan. I was drinking my limoncello. I'm sorry. Your therapist, and the accreditation specialist should all come over to my house tomorrow.
Perfect.
We'll all have a St. Patrick's Day feast.
I love that.
I need to find some soda bread though. I hope PCC sells some.
Want to go line dancing tomorrow? Just really screw up with my schedule.
I don't think I can. I have a lot of stuff to film tomorrow.
Okay.
I wish I could though.
Okay. That's
And
okay.
I gotta make stuff for St. Patrick's Day, man.
I
is, like,
went
one
out
of
for
the
St.
meals.
Patrick's Day. I went out on Saturday.
Yeah, you went out, but you didn't have.
And I
like, the
had
steamed
fish and
carrots.
chips. And I
Yes.
had green tea shots and ginger Moscow mules.
How is fish and chips St. Patrick's Day?
That's what
English?
the
English?
pub had.
The pub. Dude. Pub food sounds... Sorry, I'm like majorly PMSing this.
It was so good. We shared nachos, which were bomb.
At the pub?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he got a half-pound burger with like egg, bacon, fried pickles. I know you don't eat meat, but...
Sounds like a trip to the ER.
And then I had fish and chips. It
Okay.
was delicious.
I love a good vegan fish and chips. Not gonna lie.
I love a good
regular
real
fish and
fish and chips.
Fish and chips. Well, we do have a story for you all that is relevant to St. Patrick's Day
Okay.
/ week. Do you want to tell it?
You can tell it. You're
I can tell
better
it. Okay. So we went to kindergarten, obviously,
together.
together forever.
Yes.
Amen. And our kindergarten was split into 3 different classes. And I really don't know how that's relevant for the story, but
Yeah, I don't know why.
it was a bigger kindergarten.
It was weird because it was KA, KB, and then
Case.
KF.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, there's no KC.
Or D or E.
Yeah.
What?
It was A, B, and F.
That's just confusing.
right.
Okay, never
I
thought about
always I thought that was weird in kindergarten. I still think it's weird.
Do you think they did it based off of like intelligence? Like, did we have to take a test?
There's no way.
Maybe they like evaluated us in preschool.
Aubriana was in KF.
We were in KF too.
Well, then no, because I was intelligent.
People in KA were always really smart though.
That's true. I did. Yeah, my reading scores were really, really low when I was
Oh, me
little.
too. Dude, maybe we were the weak links in
Oh,
kindergarten. Anywho, there was this boy. We won't say his name here. We'll call him Evan. That's close enough to his name, Evan.
Evan Keith.
Evan Keith. Evan Keith was in KA, so the smart kid class. And we all were playing on the playground, and it was St. Patrick's Day. And there was this kind of like barrier, like a tall raised planter bed that like extended just above our heads. So like if we wanted to look over it, we had to like really get on our tippy toes and look over it.
Unless you were me.
Unless you were Isabella and you were 6'5" in kindergarten.
Out of the womb.
Out of the womb.
Actually hatched.
You hatched from
My mother.
your mother.
Just
Okay.
like soup.
Just like soup. You guys just all hatch in your lineage. Like dragons.
Oh, call me whatever her name is.
Oh, Violet?
No, Queen of Dragons from Game of Thrones.
I don't know. I didn't see. I only saw House of the Dragon.
Oh my god.
I wish you read Fourth Wing. Oh, we could talk so much about this right now.
Okay, whatever. Continue.
So good. Anywho, Evan Keith stands on his tippy toes and he goes, oh my gosh, it's a leprechaun. Like everyone, it's a leprechaun. So we all come running over to come see this leprechaun. And keep in mind, we used to make leprechaun traps. Like this was an assignment, I think, in school where we had to make a leprechaun trap. And our parents were like, damn it, I have to make food and then do laundry and I have to design a leprechaun trap for my child.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were like all into leprechaun stuff back in our Catholic school. I don't know how, but anyways.
We're also 5. Like,
We're
keep in
also
mind
5.
we're 5.
Yeah, but I feel like Catholics would be against that lore type of stuff.
Yes.
So
I agree
interesting.
with that. Yeah.
But the teacher of KA, keep in mind, when Evan was shouting leprechaun, all 60 kindergartners ran over to the planter because we're like, oh my goodness, leprechaun. And she comes over and she's like, everyone, time out now. Leprechauns aren't real. It was tragic. It was so sad. You have 60 kids just like crying that leprechauns aren't real and that we're all in timeout now and it's St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
It was not a lucky day.
Which actually brings me to a topic that like we've been debating at work is, so like, do you find it weird that we are like as children so on board with like a little Irish man coming into our homes, stealing our chocolate and like just wreaking havoc?
Like, is it weird?
Like, is it weird as a parent or as an adult to let children believe that?
What about like the tooth fairy?
Well,
or the
same
Easter Bunny
exact
or
thing.
Santa?
Like the Easter Bunny comes in, breaks into your home. It's like a
Yeah.
life-size bunny.
Dude, it's all these people breaking into our homes.
Yes.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. So like as children, we're just like perpetuating this belief that like it's okay if people break into your home if they're not actually people. And like
But Santa's a person.
that's scary.
Yeah, dude, I'd be terrified if I saw a man like eating cookies in my living room in the middle of the night.
Like, why are we so okay with telling this to our children? With like allowing children to believe this and like gaslighting them into believing this.
I know. And we should teach our kids about Krampus. We should learn the really scary shit that like some cultures teach their kids about like holidays and stuff and just really scare them.
I honestly am way more inclined to have my kid believe in Krampus than to believe in Santa Claus.
For like disciplinary action? Or-
No, just for like shits and gigs.
Also, who the hell's the boogeyman? Does he just dance in your house?
He just boogie.
No one really knows.
Starts playing 70s music and just really gets down.
No one knows who this man is. He just boogies in your house. I have so many questions.
But yeah, like how are you planning to approach this subject of these imaginary fairy tale creatures to your children?
Honestly, I'll probably make up more.
Like, will you allow the tooth fairy to be a thing? Will you, like, is this good or is this harming children?
I think it's fun. It's kind of like magic. Like when you're younger and there's just magical element to life of like fairies living in a little like tree stump or like it's almost Easter time and you're looking for the Easter bunny. I don't know. It's a different lens of life that like allows a like cool imagination effect to have on kids. I don't know. I loved this stuff when I was little.
I think I'm too intellectual.
See, I'm too mystical.
Because like I love, okay, don't get me wrong. I love a good fairy. When I go on hikes and stuff, I'll like wish the fairies
The
just
parking angel.
well,
Sorry, you wish. Sorry, I cut you off.
I'll wish the fairies like a good harvest and a good year, and
Okay.
like I'll leave little flowers and stuff around.
offerings.
Yeah, for the fairies or animals or
I
whatever.
don't think that's intellectual though.
But when it comes to things breaking into your home, I flat out, like, if my child is 4, 3, and it says, ask me if Santa Claus is real, I am not going to lie to them. I'm going to tell them, no, it is made up to bring cheer. Like, hands down, my children will be the children that know and understand that this shit is not real.
Yeah. The thing though, if you do tell the Santa stuff, then you have to deal with your kids learning that Santa's not real and like the devastation that comes with that.
But if they're young, there is no devastation.
Oh, no. I mean like if they're like 10 and then you have to tell them.
Oh.
Like that would suck to deal with as a parent.
See, I found out Santa Claus wasn't real because my dad was fighting with my mom. And it was like during Christmas time, and he screams, Santa isn't even real. And my mom looks at me and goes, she's right there. And my dad goes, she's too old for it anyways. And that's how I found out Santa Claus wasn't real. So I think I'd rather just tell my children.
I think, okay, I need to piggyback off that because I have a story as well.
Okay.
There was an Easter. I think I had to be like, I don't remember. My parents got divorced when I was like 14, but like maybe I was sensing things weren't right a few years before that. And I literally found a letter I wrote to the Easter Bunny, not even Santa, to the Easter Bunny, asking him to like get my parents to like not be mad at each other.
Oh, no.
The Easter Bunny. I was desperate. Well, actually, I'm painting this to seem like my parents fought a lot. They really didn't. They didn't fight that much.
They just constantly yelled at each other.
Yeah, well, it's like a loud Italian family.
Yeah, it's like how they
That's
communicated.
Yeah. But just the fact that like we just have these like insane memories associated to these mythical creatures that break into your house. Maybe I'll say like Easter Bunny or Santa like exists outside. Like he doesn't come into your house.
No, I hands down will tell them that it doesn't exist, but that people tell people that are children that they exist to like have children have imaginations and things like that. So like when they talk about it with their friends, try not to give it away, but like
Yeah. Do you think they would tell their friends though? That's my concern though.
probably. And like at that point, who cares?
Yeah,
Their
well-
friends now know the actual truth.
Yeah, but maybe the parents like have these really cool traditions or something that were passed down. And
Well,
they're-
perfect. The parents can explain that it's a tradition. Like I hands down plan on doing like Elf on the Shelf, plan on doing little like Santa boots with the powdered sugar and stuff. And I will continue to do that once they know he's not real, but we'll focus on the fun tradition part of it. Then like this man is actually coming into our home.
Yeah. When would you tell them that though? Because like if they grow up not knowing that Santa, like they would know he's not real if you don't do those like traditions, like, oh, present from Santa, you know?
Well, that's the thing. I want to continue the traditions, but I also want them to know that like it's not Santa.
It's mom.
It's mom and dad.
I think leaving the cookies out for the reindeer is really cute though, like the carrots.
Oh,
Cookies
we'll
for
eat the
Santa.
carrots, and I'll eat the carrots.
No. With some hummus.
Yum.
I think reindeer like hummus.
I'm gonna go no.
No.
Because animals eat pretty bland food.
They do. God, my cats love hummus though.
Do they?
My cats will eat anything, yeah.
Soup eats minnows with eyes.
CP girl.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna move on.
Yes.
If you have ideas about that topic, please let us know.
Yeah. I am intrigued to know like what other people think and how they plan on.
Yeah.
Actually, what is your Myers-Briggs or Myers-Briggs, whatever that is? And then how will you approach the subject? Because I flip-flop between an INTJ and INFJ.
Okay.
Right?
I'm definitely one of those too.
So that makes me very like procedural, like very logical.
Yeah.
like rooted in logic. And if somebody asks me something, I'm just going to tell them the truth. Like, what's the point of beating around the bush?
Yeah. For fun. Fun.
Sarah called my bush thick. Speaking of bushes.
I did not. I was cutting her hair and I said, damn girl, this is a carpet. She said, what do you mean it's a carpet?
And then I told her she should see the actual carpet.
Oh, man. Well, I think we should segue
Yes.
into manifesting because what's a good little like link between luck and manifestation and summoning that good cold hard energy. Cold hard cash. But no, I'm just kidding.
Manifesting? We're manifesting cash. What else are we manifesting? We should, what are we manifesting?
We didn't say what we were Yeah, okay. Well,
I'm manifesting that this podcast reaches a far and wide audience that loves to listen and hang out and chat with us, so much so that we can become financially dependent on the podcast and the podcast alone.
Wow, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be kind of crazy.
I'm manifesting
do people do that. Like if you have a partner in a podcast?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, actually, what do we need to monetize? I'm going to look. We need...
Oh, it's like
2,000 people who streamed on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
I am manifesting that we hit those 2,000 people by the end of the year.
It needs to be within a month or something like that.
In the last 30 days.
Yeah.
Well, by the end of this year, I have high hopes, you guys. I don't know. We're having fun doing this, but also like we really enjoy this. So if this could be something that we do like more full time, this would be great.
I would love that. And that's not to say I love my job.
Yeah.
Like I do genuinely love my job and would continue doing it.
Yeah.
I just would love to have more of a creative outlet than what my job entails.
Yeah. And I think I have too much of a creative outlet right now where it'd be great to not have to do 5 posts every single week because it's a lot, but it's fun. It's all fun work, but it's a lot.
What else are you manifesting?
What else am I manifesting? A house.
A house.
A house.
I love that.
Yeah, we started the process of touring some houses, and Michael's parents told us this would be an emotional process.
It is.
And at first I was like, oh, I think we'll be okay. No, it's an emotional process. Very much in the trenches with that right now, but it's okay. We keep finding like the perfect house on the wrong lot.
Yeah.
Like it's either too close to a street or it's a wetland or something else. But like the houses inside are so cute. So definitely manifesting that. I think manifesting more peace in my life.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I need more peace. I'm too chaotic sometimes for my own good. That would be nice. What else are you manifesting?
Gosh. My degree. I just want it to appear.
Just want to be done.
I'm so tired. Nah, that's what, 2029.
Okay. You got it.
What else am I manifesting? A child.
A child.
Mm-hmm. A child.
Is it going to hatch from you too?
This will hatch from someone else and will be given back to someone else. Okay. Hopefully.
Unless it hatches,
I mean,
metaphorically from you.
I don't know. The purpose is reunion with the original family. But yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay. We'll see.
Yeah. So a child. What else? Manifesting good health.
That's a big one. I'm manifesting higher iron levels.
Me too. I have to check mine in March. It's March. Oh, snap. I need to go do that.
Yeah. Dude, if yours are higher than mine, I'm going to be so sad.
Why?
I mean, I'll be happy for you. But I'm also like, we also always compete against each other. So now it's a competition.
Well, I actually take iron supplements every single day. I have for the past 3 months.
What's your like daily percentage of what you take?
I would have to go get that.
Okay, we'll find out after.
It's right there. Yeah.
Okay. I'm curious now.
Okay.
When did we first start learning about manifesting? When did we get into this? Like, what was it for you?
I would say you.
Really?
Yeah, like I learned it through you.
Really?
You've always been a lot more into manifesting and a lot more into like this, You've always been more spiritual
Okay.
than me. And that's not saying like religious, but that's spiritual,
Okay.
right? Believing in powers greater than yourself and manifesting into the unknown and the universe like owing you something or the universe giving back what you give to it,
Yeah.
things like
Yeah.
that.
What you're attracting.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
would I would
gosh.
say you.
Cry. Oh, well, that's very sweet. I'm touched. I think I kind of got into it around college. Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah,
We're
yeah.
good. I went through this phase, as I'm sure many of us did, of YouTube, where we'd found like 3 to 5 different YouTube vloggers, and we would just watch them religiously. And I think the people I was kind of investing my time into were kind of that more like witchy, spiritual, manifesting energy.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned a lot through them, honestly, of like how to see myself in the world. So I think I started maybe around college, late high school. Didn't really start practicing it until I met Michael, to be honest with you, which is a hilarious story that we'll get into later on.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell the story of how I gave up on dating and manifested a whole ass husband. So,
Dang. Wish it worked like that for me.
did I already tell that story though in the dating stories where we'll get to that part when we come to it.
Okay. Okay. So I guess next, like, what is manifesting? What do
Yeah.
you view manifesting to be?
I view it to be as putting out a certain energy to attract that thing. And I think the more you're thinking about it, the more you're putting energy to it, the more likely it is that you're going to attract it and see it in your own life. So like, for an example, my birthday is January 14th. I see the number 14 everywhere.
It's like a lucky number.
It's like a lucky number, an angel number. I see it everywhere. And I like to think it's like a message from my grandma saying like, hi, I'm there, I'm here, you know? But because I'm always looking for that number 14, I see it more often.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of the similar thing. Like if I want to manifest, I don't know, if I want to manifest, let's just say like money, for example, because it's an easy one to like comprehend. Maybe I'll be walking on the street and see like $1 on the floor and be like, oh my gosh, I was like thinking about this. Like this has been on my brain. So I'm like going to pick it out and see it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's kind of like raising your vibrations to the item you want to attract or thing you want to attract.
Okay.
So like, I think money is like kind of not a shallow example, but it's just like an easy conceptual example. But
I
like
mean, we could all use a little
we could
more
all
money.
use a little more money. Let's be
Yeah.
real. But if you wanted to manifest something like peace in your life, I think it's setting intentions and trying to attract more peaceful experiences to your life.
Okay.
So like for me, I think peace would come in the form of like meditating more often or like taking more baths or like doing more yoga. And I think those experiences will like naturally gravitate towards me, whether it's a friend saying like, hey, I'm going to go to a yoga class tonight if you want to join me, or like things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the universe just aligns with you. I don't know. What do you think is the...
Okay. I mean, I teeter between like manifestation being like you've set goals for yourself, and then it's kind of yourself envisioning what life is like once you've reached those goals and like what needs to be done to reach those goals.
Okay, like steps to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or manifestation is just complete delusion. I'm gonna be so for real.
It's your angels sending you what you need.
I think you need to be a little delulu to manifest.
You do. You absolutely do. You can't be like super logical and manifest things. You need to believe in the power of manifestation for it to happen.
Yeah. Imagine my ex manifesting.
I can't. If you're listening to this, I'm so sorry.
He doesn't listen to
Okay.
this.
Oh, maybe he does. He just doesn't tell you.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He
Well,
could. He should.
He should. I mean, I can't imagine him like actually believing in manifestation. I will say Michael is a very grounded, very logical person. And I have like gotten him to kind of like move to the manifestation side.
Okay.
Like he's getting a little witchy sometimes. It's fun.
Ooh.
But yeah, I think a lot of the things I like to, not a lot of the things. One of the things I like to do to like kind of get the manifestation energy going is a yearly vision board.
Yes.
You do this too.
I do this too.
We used to host like vision board creating parties. And I think this is just such a good practice to have if you don't already do it. because you're kind of saying like, okay, what do I want for this year? This is what you were saying. It's a goal. You're setting goals and you're thinking like, what steps do I need to take to reach these goals? At the same time, you're like putting your energy out there to attract those experiences. Like you are like, let's say you eat a banana. Okay, that banana is going to give you some sort of like caloric intake, brain power. You're going to use that energy of the banana to be like, okay, I'm going to plan a trip to go skiing and I'm going to tackle this item on my vision board. So you're literally using like caloric energy to power a manifestation or a goal.
You lost me. I'm going to be so for real, but also shout out to that banana.
Hell
Sounds
yeah.
magical.
Hell yeah. So like, I don't know. See, I'm losing myself here. But yeah, bananas can do amazing things for you.
Eat a banana.
Yeah, eat a banana. It'll make your dreams come true.
No, it won't. Please don't sue us. But yeah, we do. So she hosted a vision board night with San Diego friends a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, me and my San Diego friends have been doing this like yearly vision board night where we create a vision board together and then we present it on like a big TV.
Oh, cute.
And then we put this vision board either on our phone or like our desktop or something so that it's a consistent reminder every time we see it.
Yes, it needs to be in front of you multiple times a day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, what are things you've manifested and or are manifesting this year?
Okay. Well, I talked about the number 14 everywhere and just like constantly seeing that. Let's see. Oh, Michael. This was a fun story. So I may have mentioned this in episode 7. I don't remember mentioning it though. However, wait, no, I did. No, I didn't. Anyways, after I broke up with my ex in 2019, I decided, you know what? I'm going to start dating some guys. You guys, I'm not the most smooth person. There was a guy in my architecture class and I had a bit of a crush on him, and I found a camper van for sale in Encinitas, which is like, I don't know, a 25-minute drive from San Diego. And I knew he was into cars. And I was like, hey, I want to go look at this car or this camper van tonight. Like, I know you like cars. Do you want to go? And so I drove him up with me to go look at this van. And it was the most like anticlimactic thing ever. Like literally nothing happened. He was like, why the hell am I here? It was just so awkward. And I tried really hard for like something to happen like throughout that semester and just nothing did.
Oh no.
It was sad. So yeah, that was a failed attempt. My next attempt, I was president of the Italian club in college. And so one of the days I was at a club fair trying to recruit new Italian club members.
Okay.
And there was this guy who was like standing across the club fair hall or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that guy's cute. And I had my friend go like get his Instagram for me. So I followed him on Instagram. Did I tell you what I sent him?
I think you mentioned this.
I think I did.
Yeah.
I like scrolled down. If you didn't listen to episode 7, I'll tell it here again. I scrolled down his Instagram and found that he really liked to pickle things.
Yeah.
And I DM'd him and I was like, hey, you want to ferment some things or pickle things together sometime?
Let's pickle.
Oh, God, I'm not smooth. It's so embarrassing.
Oh, that's so good.
So after that, I was like, screw this. I have no suave whatsoever.
I think that was very suave.
I don't know. It's suave if you're kind of like chaotic energy.
Let's pickle.
Let's pickle some things. We could do a pickle date. And this
Oh
guy's
my
like,
God.
who the hell is this girl? I don't even know her, and she's just DMing me.
She wants to pickle.
Yep, she wants to pickle things. So yeah, I kind of gave up after that. I was like, screw this. Guys suck. I'm never gonna find a guy. And then literally like 1 week later is when Michael and I started talking. And I was like, okay, sick. This is husband material. And yeah, so the reason I say I manifested that, well, when I told the pickle guy that I wanted to pickle things with him, I literally put everything down and I was like, universe, I'm done with this search. Universe, spirit, God, I'm done with this search. I'm going to trust you to bring someone to me. And that's when Michael appeared. So that's how I say I manifested a husband.
Yeah.
I think I also kind of manifested my job too, because I wasn't like a very active social media person by any means, but I definitely did start my Instagram page in 2020 and I continued it into 2021, 2022. I did put some good effort into it, I will say. And at the beginning stages of that account, I was like, God, it would be so cool if I could like do this full time someday.
Yeah.
I kind of put that energy out there very lightly. And it just took a few years and a few external circumstances for it to happen. But yeah, so now we're here. So I guess us manifesting that this podcast does really well is kind of a secondary attempt at that. But I think if you have a dream job or a dream something, highly would recommend making a vision board of like what you see that end goal to be.
Yeah.
And really just put your energy there and say, when the time is right, I know this will come to me. I know it's already on my way to me. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
So I think that's really good. And also, I like to say I manifested a little Gilmore Girls life in the neighborhood I live in Seattle. At the time when we were looking for an apartment, I was super obsessed with Gilmore Girls, and I still am. But I was like, oh, I just want like a really cozy, quaint fall experience, like walking around a cozy town and
Love that.
going to the cafes and knowing the locals around the town and the community or the neighborhood I live in is very much so that. Like when Isabella picked me up today, like my neighbor was literally chatting with me and she's like, have you been to Dreamland's brunch?
Aww.
Did you hear this conversation at all?
No.
She was telling me about the brunch she had with the other person there, and they had like this coconut cornbread cake with like a espresso icing. Ooh, and like all these different things in it. She's like, you need to go.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, it did sound really yummy. But yeah, so if you have a goal in your life, whether it's a goal or a dream, write it down, light that piece of paper on fire and send it up. And then definitely make a little vision board for yourself of what you envision that certain life, what that life looks like when you already have that item.
Love that.
Yep. How about for you?
Say the best thing I manifested was my second broken ankle.
Oh boy.
I broke my right ankle in 2015, early 2015, and then broke my left ankle late 2015. And I was just really done with ballet. And I was like, I don't know. I just felt really bad about myself. I was really, really over it. My self-confidence was really, really low. I felt very, trigger warning, definitely had an eating disorder. And I just was not okay. And I remember just wishing that I would break my ankle again so it could stop. So I wouldn't have to make a decision and it just would be made for me. And then bam, I broke my ankle. And I literally like broke it and I was crying when it happened. And I wasn't crying out of pain and I wasn't crying out of like frustration or fear. They were tears of joy. I was literally like, it was such a breath of relief to break my ankle again.
Oh my God. This girl breaks ankles all the time too. Like to say I'm so happy to have broken it again. It's sad.
I've only broken it 3 times and gotten surgery once. It's fine.
You used to like hobble into elementary school. I'm like, oh, Isabella, again.
So yeah, I would say that that's like the biggest thing I've manifested and had actually come true. I would say another thing is my job, but that like was hard work, but I did manifest like being able to be where I am. And it happened a lot more quickly than I expected it to, because I expected it to take about 8 years. And it took me a year of full-time adjuncting, and then I got my job.
You put in the work though.
Yes.
This girl works more than any person I've ever met.
I
so
definitely...
you put in the blood, sweat, and tears for that. Definitely.
Yeah. Pros and cons to that. Let's see. Manifested my dream cat. I don't know. I just really wanted a cat for a very, very long time. And I would like picture my life with a cat and how like we'd go on walks and blah, blah, blah. And now I do it with Soupy.
Yeah, you guys are perfect for each other.
I love her so much. Like she is part of me.
I hear that animals actually select you like before you even, I don't know, like from the spirit realm.
Really?
Yeah, like animals choose you first.
I don't know. I heard that like if you're bonded with your animal, you could do literally anything you want with them and they'll like fully trust you. And I will like suplex Soup.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do some crazy
Yeah.
ass stuff with her, and she loves it. Like, and she fully trusts me. She doesn't claw me or anything, or like fight back, or right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love my
Aw.
soupy girl. And then I would say just feeling pretty was manifested.
Mhm.
A lot of that is what do you tell yourself in the morning every day when you look in a mirror?
Affirmation.
Yeah, affirmation. A lot of that like comes from affirmations where you're just repeating like I am pretty. I am pretty. And like eventually it goes from I am pretty to like, oh, I feel pretty to like, oh, I know that I'm pretty. And I've just recently got there and it's great.
Aw.
So,
Well, you're beautiful.
thanks. I know.
Good.
And I don't mean that to be vain. I mean
No,
that to
be
be
vain.
like, no, it's not vain. It's
Be vain. I think
just loving yourself.
yeah,
and
it's
like
a
who you
confidence
are.
thing too.
Yeah.
I think people need to be more confident in like self-love.
Yeah. I
You know?
agree with that.
Like knowing like, no, hell yeah, I am beautiful today. Like I look great.
yeah. Always.
Always.
Always. I'm so excited. Sarah cut my bob. We said this already, right?
Yeah.
I'm so
it's
excited
like
for it.
drying and I'm like watching it dry. I'm actually quite proud of myself.
I am proud of you too. Now we just need it blonde.
Yeah.
I've decided, and I'm saying it here on the pod so y'all can hold me accountable. That was Soup's food. That my hair is going to be blonde bob. And like that is my hairstyle.
That's it.
That's it. I'm going to keep it like that. I'm maintaining
Okay.
it like that. I am not going to grow it out. Like I probably will eventually, right? But like
Yeah.
for the next years or so, like
Yeah.
I want that short blonde bob.
You want a signature look.
Yes.
what I'm hearing.
I'm tired of changing my hair all the time.
Yeah.
I want something consistent.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you. Do you think I should keep my bangs or should I let them grow out?
You should keep your bangs.
the
You
bangs?
look so good with bangs.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I go back and forth on this sometimes, but that's
No.
reassuring to hear.
Don't get rid of the bangs.
Okay.
I love them.
Okay.
They look really good.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, thanks for being here. I love
Yeah.
you. If you have any manifestations that you want to share with us, let us know. Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
Rate us.
DM
Preferably
us.
5 stars if you liked hanging out with us because it supports our podcast.
Yes. All about the comments too.
Yes.
Shout out to the person who commented last episode.
Oh,
The hashtag moist glass boobs. Love
very
that.
out of context for this episode, but very in context
For last episode.
7.
Yeah. So
But
maybe you should check that out next.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should. That's actually, I don't know if you saw, but it's like moving up in rankings.
Yes.
It's
outranked University Diaries
Diaries.
2.
part 1 and 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
So it's 30 away, about 20 away from All Things Galentine's.
Okay.
So that'd be kind of cool if we actually got that one. Like, all the way to the top.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Well,
Well, love you lot. XOXO.
gossip. Can I say that?
I don't know.
I don't know
The
yet.
Melt Uncut.
The Melt Uncut.
Yeah. May we all love togetherness. Bye.